Good morning, welcome to my channel. I've got the question on how I am making my budget. So let me sit down and let's start budgeting this today. So what I do, every month I give myself £4,000 for our household. This is not our whole budget, but we decided to keep that part of our budget private. So what I do is I give ourselves £4,000 for the month, and normally we have 4 weeks. So 4 times £1,000. I could do it in once. You know, I can fill this all up once a month, but that doesn't do it for me. I like to see the growth, and that encourages me. That makes me feel happy. That makes me see progress. So it's kind of psychedelic, but it works like for a child. It works magically. So that's what I do. I just divide it in 4. And keep in mind that there are around like 4 times in the year, 5 weeks within 1 month. So that there are, well, not 5 weeks, but there are 5 stuffings within 1 month. So that happens 4 times a year. For other people who get paid weekly or bi-weekly, there can be a magic month because they get paid 1 time extra. For us, we need to be preparing for that, because we need to have an extra stuffing ready for that week. So that's what we do. So we have cash envelopes that I have in my wallet. So I have for groceries, gas, for myself, for the kids, and miscellaneous in my wallet. So this is what I have as cash every week. Seems a lot, but don't forget I save within this jar as well. A jar, the allocated place in my wallet. So with the cash divider. I save within this little jar as well. This is just spending money for the kids. So, you know, like, oh, mommy, can I get a cupcake? Oh, mommy, I want a candy. That's this for. And miscellaneous, most of the time it's because I didn't have enough grocery money. Gas is always too much. So even within this category, or in this allocated place for the whole thing, I save within this weekly budget. For bills, we save for the bills, or I put away the money for the bills every week. Same thing. It just really is nice to see that money grows. You know, you reach a goal and you can be satisfied. It's just a satisfying feeling. You know, it's very childish. But you will see, if you use this, it will work. So this is what I need to come up with every month. This is what I need to pay. And you may think there's no rent, there's no nothing, there's no insurances. Well, car insurance we have, that's here, but that's annually. So this is my monthly bills. Rent stuff goes through another way, so I don't stuff rent or mortgage or whatever in here. For short-term sinking funds, I'm trying to build up a little buffer in every category. So we have enough if we're going to do something. So this is, I call it short-term thinking. So here's the week 5. It's like I said, I divide my cash in 4 weeks, but there's 4 times a year you have a 5th stuffing. So you have 5 stuffings in 1 month if you're paid monthly. So you have to think about that. For gifts, you know, for birthday gifts, anniversary gifts, gifts for Mother's Day and that kind of stuff, all goes from here. Gifts for others. Eating out is our own eating out budget. We like to go every Friday with the kids, so the kids kind of decide right now where we're going. It can be McDonald's, it can be at the sports club where we are having our our family planet. Sorry, it's still very early in the morning. So the kids have sports on Friday. It's always a little bit tricky to prepare food and that kind of stuff. So on Fridays we go out. Beauty, hairdresser, that kind of stuff goes from here, but you don't need it every week. So I save up front for it, and I make a little, you know, a little jar of money where I can take out when I need it. Electronics, you know, when my camera dies, or when a computer screen breaks, or a TV, or anything that has a plug. Eric is for my husband. Same thing. He can reach the money at any time. But he loves the way I've set up the budget within our household. He has seen exactly what I'm doing and he loves it. He has seen how much I've been saving, how much we have been, you know, building up our money, and he's very happy to participate in it. So he has, you know, he can reach the money at any time. He has his own bank card, but he doesn't. He really wants to participate in this in his way. He doesn't do this budgeting thing, and he really doesn't care. He always says, as long as I get a boat when I retire. He didn't specify what kind of boat. It would be an inflatable boat, but let's see what happens. For the dogs, you know, the dogs need to get their annual shots, their annual vaccinations. They need to go to a vet sometimes. They need food, so I save for food separately from the vet. So I'm building up for the vet right now. I think they need their shots soon. I need to sort that out. I have 2 dogs, so trying to have a little something, you know, on hand if anything happens. Costco, as you know, we are a big family with loads of kids, and kids use a lot. So I love to go to Costco once a month, twice a month. Depends on how we're doing in our budget. But Costco just give the option to buy in bulk, and we have a big garage here. So I have 2 fridges, a big freezer, and I love to stuff my freezer with snacks, with pizzas, you know, that kind of stuff. Ice creams, cake, and soda, so cans and juices for the kids. We love that. So I do that once or twice a month. Also, toilet paper at Costco is really good. Then we have the back to credit card. Back to credit card, we do use credit cards a lot. And sometimes I need to save up and just bounce it back to the credit card. So I can pay myself back with this category. And the 1 month ahead in bills, we don't have so many bills. It's, you know, when you're an expat, there is, you know, some advantages. So we don't have too many bills. It's just, you know, subscriptions, most of them, and sport club, kids' pocket money, and internet, and phone bill. That's it. So we are very lucky that we don't have so much. So as you can see here, we pay 25 for the iCloud and Shutterstock. Spotify and Prime takes 30, Netflix 20, because also that we have a big family, and yeah, we use a lot of you know, we have 4 TVs in the house and 4 iPads in the house. Then we have our own phone, so I just want to be able to go into Netflix and be able to look at Netflix wherever we are. So we have the big Netflix subscription. Starlink. So we're doing the Elon Musk here because we're in the sticks in Scotland, so there's no good internet from the providers. So this was our only option, and it works amazingly, Starlink. I cannot say anything differently. So amazing. Kippy is our sports accommodation, where the kids do swimming class, they can play golf. But you also have yoga, Zumba, there's a gym. You can do anything you actually want over there. There's even tennis. There's squash lanes. There's a squash court, sorry. Yeah, you cannot, oh, you can do spinning. There's anything you want. And they also have a lovely restaurant, so that's also very convenient at some point. So that's for the short-term sinking funds, and then the sinking funds, the long-term sinking funds. So for annual bills, I have to be honest, I haven't had an annual bill yet here in the UK, so I don't know if I can pay like Netflix on an annual base. We haven't been in the UK for a year yet, so let's see what happens. I need to dive into that. For car maintenance, well, we have 2 cars. We have 3 cars. 1 sports car for the husband who has his own hobby, and he likes to drive around with his open car here. It's a self-built car. It's a Robin Hood. So he likes that, and everything that needs to be bought or extra comes from this or from his own little jar. Clothes is for the whole family. And most of the time, to be honest, it's empty. Kids are still small, so they're 5, 7, 8, and 12. And it seems like they're growing all the time. There's always somebody growing out of their shoes or out of their jacket or out of their sweater. Same thing for this. We haven't been in the UK for that long, so we only bought warm clothes last year, December. And yeah, there's still not a lot of old clothes from the bigger girls to go through the more smaller girls. And yeah, the boy is on his own, so he always, I'm sorry, he always needs new clothes for some reason, or he breaks them, or he's just growing out of them. He's very tall, he's very skinny, so it's very fun to see those little kids. But they're using a lot of clothes money. For medical, you will see that I will start building up this one a little bit more. I just went to see the chiropractor here in the UK. Same thing. Everything works different here. We are privately insured, but there is no coverage for the chiropractor. And I am, because of... yeah, well, I don't even know how to say it in proper English. But because of a crooked hip, when I was younger, I need adjustment in my body, and that only happens at the chiropractor, and that can't be done at the physical therapist or with medication. So I need to see the chiropractor, otherwise every junction in my body just does this, and I'm not able to move, and it gives me a lot of pain. So you will see, because I can't get this insured through NHS or through the private way, as we, you know, still trying to figure out as well. I need to build this one up and, you know, make this a little bit more bigger. So you will see that in the coming weeks. I just received a bill for £648. That's for 12 treatments. And well, they are very good, so I'm very happy. I've seen a lot of chiropractic practices in the world, and he is very nice, or the practice is very nice. They are definitely private clinic. You can see how they treat you. They take their time. They try to make you happy. You get a coffee, etc., etc. So it's really nice. I'm really happy that I'm going there, because you know, I really want the time. I have to be honest, I am shocked about the NHS. On the one hand, you know, you get free glasses at Boots. You can just go to Boots. They check your eyes. If you need glasses, you can directly pick them out. You get all kinds of kids discounts, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you end up with almost free glasses at the Boots through NHS. But your normal GP has no time for you. I just went to a GP here in Aberdeenshire. Just let me not go in too deep into that, but it was just such a horrible experience. I'm looking into that, and maybe we need another practice or another doctor, but yeah, I'm definitely not going back there. So medical will be built up. Weekends, I'm trying to have a little bit in a jar for if we want to go out for a weekend. So we want to do a little city trip to Edinburgh or Glasgow, or, you know, all of the lovely sightseeing places here in Scotland. We still, you know, we still feel like tourists in our own country. So it's very nice. So we try to build it up a little bit. Camping in Holland, we have a static caravan in Holland, and we have to pay annual fees for that, local taxes, etc., etc. So that all goes through here. Then for car insurance, I'm paying that annually. So I'm saving this in my long-term sinking funds, because yeah, it's a long savings journey. Winter, Sinterklaas, and Christmas, Kerst. We have, for Dutch people who live abroad, we have 2 big Christmas festivities in December. That's Sinterklaas on the 5th of December and Christmas on the 25th of December, or 24th if you know, Christmas Eve. So we have double the expenses in December. So I tried this year to build it up a little bit more. I think I saved now around £1,000 for the whole year. That's actually really good. I'm spending it, so it's like a in and outgoing envelope right now. But I'm happy I saved the whole year for this. Then for the summer, I am saving here for boarding for the dogs. Because we have 2 dogs, boarding is not as cheap. So I'm trying to save as much as I can for the summer. You will see that this will flip after the winter, you know, after New Year. I will stuff more into summer and less into winter. Then our birthdays, well, that's easy to calculate. It's easy to stuff for or to save for through the year. I save £20 a week in an envelope divided by 6. It's very easy. I save £100 for everyone. So the kids will get a gift that's maximum £100. And I do the same thing for me, and I do the same thing for my husband. For us, maybe it's more like going out for dinner or that kind of stuff. But that's what we do. And then I have created my own Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend challenge. I am saving now. Currently, I'm saving £250, and I do that with a tracker. It's really nice. You can stripe off your diamonds, and then at the end, it's 50 diamonds, if I'm correct. And if you divided that by, so 250 divided by 250 divided by 50 is 5. So every diamond stands for £5. So if you striped off all the diamonds, you have £250 saved in that challenge. Here I calculate the leftovers, what's going into my 80 envelopes challenge, and in the miscellaneous jar. That jar we will open on the 1st of December. So keep an eye out for that. You will love it. It's enormously full, so it will be amazing. I've been stuffing that jar for the whole year, so that's really cool. So now let me show you what I do. So I always count the money, except for this one. This is standard amount, won't get changed. This is what I stuff, this is what I need, and most of the time I don't need it all. So this is perfect as it is for now, for us. So this was end of part 1. If you want to see the full budget, then go to part 2.